Hey guys, it's Jan, Not a Real Farm. So guys, today I thought I would share some of the things that we've been doing here at Not a Real Farm. And of course, all of you know that have watched my videos for a while that we've been doing a lot of freeze drying. So I decided to pull out probably about 20 bottles or so here to show you exactly some of the foods that we've been freeze drying. So what I've done is I've just laid them down on their side in the light so you can actually see the quality of the food that we freeze dried and how easy and simple it is to really sort of squirrel away a lot of food when you really sort of go at it. So there's tons and tons of different varieties of food here. So I just wanted to sort of share what some of the foods are that we've been freeze drying. This guy here is a beef and broccoli. So you can see just how big that jar is. I usually sometimes like to mix and match the jars because sometimes you just never know if family's going to show up on your doorstep and need help. So I always try to put away extra. And of course, guys, you can see there we freeze dried our peas. You can see the quality of the peas. And here we've done some hamburger and rice. And what I really like about the freeze dryer, guys, honestly, is that I don't have to use Bernard jars if I don't want to. I can use any jars that I've actually saved. So a good example of that would be even just with our onions that we were putting away. We just saved old salsa jars and basically just put up our onions that we got. There's an old Bix pickle jar that I've got, and we've put away hot peppers in there. And another really big, can you tell we like dill pickles in this house? I usually keep these big jars, but I did a big bottle of lentil and farmer's sausage stew. And here we've got our sweet potatoes from the summer. So what I did was I diced them. We've got corn. We've put away tomato slices. And once again, I think this is a salsa jar. Tostitos, no doubt, because that's my son's favorite. Tomato slices. This is milk. So essentially what we did was we took fresh milk and we just freeze dried it for milk powder. We've done some apple slices. Now I didn't put lemon on it, so that's where you see some of the spots here. That is, that's my own user error. You don't have to put lemon on it if you don't want to. It's one of those things where they were in the fridge and I said, I got to get these out of here because I need space. But they're going on about 2 years old now. So this is a big bottle of apples. Here's a fun one. This guy here is blueberry muffin mix. So basically what I did was I put together a big batter of homemade blueberries, the blueberry mix, and then freeze dried it for muffins. And of course, our tomato powder. Tomatoes freeze dry so great. And guys, you've seen me do the videos on the eggs, multiple different styles of eggs. So this one's got red peppers and red onions in it. This one's got tomatoes and green peppers in it. Broccoli, you can see, isn't the food, it just looks like almost as if it's still in your fridge, right? It's still got all that beautiful color to it. We did mushrooms. We've done bananas. This is a chicken Alfredo that I've done. And then what we did was we did a fish chowder. And then what we did was, this is chicken. And you can see how lovely that chicken actually came out. Now, me and Miss Wanda, a little ways back, we did our dill pickles. We wanted the jars. We wanted to see how freeze-dried dill pickles taste. So we actually freeze-dried dill pickle spears. We did that for fun. They come out very concentrated. So I've actually labeled here for flavoring only because I couldn't personally take one of these and eat them straight. They'd have to be sort of sprinkled in something. There's our beets. So I saved just an old pasta jar. And then up here, just bring this is goat cheese. So I had a bunch of goat cheese that I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with it. I love goat cheese, but it was to the point where I had so much of it in the fridge. I thought I've got to do something with this. So what I did was I took it, basically diced it up into medallions and threw it in the freeze dryer, and it freeze dried beautifully. So this goat cheese is about 2 years old, but it still looks like basically I pulled it out of the fridge yesterday. And one of the things that I have to hide from everybody is the bananas. Guys, when you freeze dry bananas, I can't tell you how good they are. It's like eating candy. These freeze dry, very concentrated, a very, very concentrated banana flavor. So it ends up where if I do freeze dry bananas, I actually have to hide them because the guys will go seek them out because they taste like candy. Down here, what we've done is one day I decided that I wanted to do meatballs. So these meatballs in here are 2 years old. They're just in an old jar that I had. It is a canning jar, but usually these ones are used for juice, and we don't do a lot of juice. So took these, made them, about 2 years ago. And they look just as if I pulled them out of the slow cooker yesterday. And freeze drying things that I actually never thought I could freeze dry, which was cheese. Cheese actually freeze dries amazing. And here what I did was I took yogurt and we did some yogurt drops, which I have to hide once again because it's like eating candy. And then if you do have an opportunity to freeze dry, like I said, you can also, when you get your freeze dryer, it comes with bags as well. So in here, what we've got is I did freeze dried chili, and I made this September 22nd, 2021. So I did, I think, 4 or 5 bags of these. So cracked one open the other day. It was fine. So it really does work really well. We've been really enjoying freeze drying and putting away our vegetables. As you can see there, the broccoli, all kinds of different vegetables out of the garden. I've got turkey a la king. So we put corn in there and peas, and we've done hamburger and rice. It gives you so much more options. Yes, I've heard people say, listen, you know what? It is a cost that I'm not really sure that I can afford. But guys, it quickly pays for itself. It really, really does when you can see how much food that you can put away for you and your family. So I just wanted to share with you the positive experience that I'm having with it. I think I'm still considered kind of new because I've only been doing this for 2 years. But I can tell you that it's definitely well worth the investment, especially when you can put away your food just like this and it looks like you've just taken it right out of the shell. Thanks very much for joining me today, guys. If you have any questions, pop them below. Please feel free to email me at notarealfarm@yahoo.com and check out our Etsy store at notarealfarm.etsy.com. The seeds are up in the store. See you soon.